Oliver the dog was still hungry. Papa hadn't given him as much breakfast as he usually does, because Papa thought he was getting a little fat. Oliver was still hungry, and so he went outside in search of some more things to eat. He looked over the fence, and he saw Lucy the lamb. Lucy was eating her sheep nuts, and Oliver thought, Oliver's like sheep nuts. So he found a secret hole in the picket fence and sneaked through to pinch some of Lucy's sheep nuts. He tried one and said, Olivers don't like sheep nuts. And Lucy said, just as well, get away from my breakfast, and gave him a butt on the bottom. And he rolled down the hill until he hit a rock. When he hit the rock, he looked up and he saw Billy the Bull. Billy the Bull was having his breakfast. Oliver thought, Oliver's like breakfast from Billy the Bull, and went over to see what he was eating, but he was only eating hay. Olivers don't like hay. Billy said, just as well, because it's my breakfast, and gave him a nudge in the bottom and said, get away from my breakfast. Oliver ran home, and on his way home, he saw Harriet the hen's hen house. He thought, Olivers like eggs. So he went looking for Harriet's eggs. He found one of Harriet's eggs, but he couldn't get into it because it had a shell all the way around it, and he only likes the inside of eggs. Rodney Rooster saw what was happening and said, what are you doing, Oliver? Oliver said, I didn't get enough breakfast, so I thought I might get one of Harriet's hens. Oh, no, you don't, said Rodney, and he pet Oliver on the bottom, and Oliver had another sore bottom, and he thought, I've got to go home. I've got a sore bottom. On the way home, he saw a beehive. He thought, Olivers like beehives. They like honey from beehives. So Oliver went running to the beehive. When he got up close, Billy the bee came out of the beehive and said, what are you after, Oliver? Oliver said, I didn't get enough breakfast. Papa didn't give me enough, and I thought I might just have a little bit of honey. Olivers like honey. Oh, Olivers might like honey, said Billy, but you're not having any honey. We're looking after this honey for Papa. He has it on his toast for breakfast. Oh, Papa gets everything, and I get nothing, said Ollie. And with that, Billy turned around and stung Oliver on the bottom. And he thought, oh no, this one really hurts. So he ran as fast as he could, found his little secret hole in the picket fence, ran through it, slipped on Papa's garden, making an awful mess in the radish patch, and ran flat out until he got to the bird bath. And he sat in the bird bath to get the sting out of his bottom. Tania Tui said, what's the matter? You're sitting in my bird bath, and I was going to have my breakfast. Oh, I'm sorry, said Oliver. I've got a really sore bottom. I haven't had enough for breakfast. Papa didn't give me enough because he thinks I'm getting fat. So I went over to try some sheep nuts from Lucy the lamb, and Olivers don't like sheep nuts. But she butted me down the hill to Billy the Bull, and Olivers don't like eating Billy Bull hay for breakfast. So then I thought I'd have an egg, but I couldn't get an egg, and I got a peck on the bottom from Rodney the Rooster. So then I thought, I'm going to get some honey from the beehive. Billy wouldn't let me have any honey from the beehive, and he stung my bottom. So I ran here to cool off in your bird bath. Well, that was a pretty silly thing to do, said Tui. You shouldn't be doing that. Don't do it again. Oh, I won't, said Oliver. It hurts my bottom far too much. I am going to be a good dog and just have a little bit to eat and not be so fat.